Welcome to the GSMC Fitness Podcast, the show that helps you sort through all of the trends, new and old, of the fitness world. We'll talk about yoga, running, Zumba, weightlifting, and everything in between. Whether you've got your fitness routine down to a science or you're just starting out and looking for direction, you'll find educational and entertaining information on the GSMC Fitness Podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to GSMC Fitness Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Podcast Network. I'm your host, Cynthia, and happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you all have had a fabulous week since the last time I've spoke to you all and are having a fabulous day right now. Whatever time of day that may be, whether you're tuning in at night, in the morning, I hope everything is just going nice and smooth for you all. And I feel like I haven't really spoke to you guys in a minute. So I'm trying to think of what I've been doing the last week since I've been on here. And I don't think much. I think I've just been doing, the regular schmegular stuff, just taking everything day by day, going to work, and doing what I need to do, paying these annoying bills, right? So, and of course, working out, because working out at least releases endorphins. It just makes me feel good all around, makes me feel strong, makes me feel empowered. So that's basically it over on this end. And we have an exciting topic to discuss on today's show. And it ties in perfectly with the fitness world. And we're going to be talking all about BCAAs. If you're sitting there wondering, what the heck are BCAAs? What the heck does BCAA stand for? It stands for branched chain amino acids, all right? So it's a supplement. Usually comes in powder form. I believe most people are familiar with BCAAs as a supplement. It's sold online. It's sold in vitamin shops. It's even sold in places like Target. So really you can find BCAAs everywhere. They're very accessible. Most tubs range, I feel like $30 to $40, maybe even $50 on the more expensive side. I myself used to take BCAAs. I no longer do, which I'll get into my why as the show progresses today. So how I got into this idea of bringing it on to the show today, I was having a conversation with my sister earlier. And, a whole bunch of Black Friday deals are happening right now, which is crazy. Black Friday doesn't even happen on that Friday after Thanksgiving. Black Friday is now a week in advance. So if you go online, there's a whole bunch of deals happening right now. And there's this company she really likes, this supplement company, Women's Best. And I actually used to drink BCAAs, or the BCAA powder I used to buy was from Women's Best. It was like a honeydew flavor, so delicious, so yummy. And she was telling me that she bought 3 tubs because they're having a huge sale right now on BCAAs. So that's really what got me thinking that'd be a really great topic to bring onto the show. A lot of people, have questions about whether it works, whether it's needed, what really is the benefits of, drinking or buying a supplement of BCAAs. So we're going to get into all of that right here, right now. First, let's unpack exactly what are branched chain amino acids, right? What does that even consist of? So There are 20 different amino acids that make up the thousands of different proteins in the human body, right? 9 of the 20 are considered essential amino acids, meaning they cannot be made by your body and must be obtained through your diet. Of the 9 essential amino acids, 3 are the branched chain amino acids, BCAAs, which include leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Branched chain refer to the chemical structure of BCAAs, which are found in protein-rich foods such as eggs, meat, and dairy products. They are also a popular dietary supplement sold primarily in powder form. So right now, we're going to get into 5 of the most popular uses for drinking, consuming, buying BCAA powder. And the first, which is by far one of the most popular uses of BCAAs, is to increase muscle growth. Right now, that's like the wave, that's the trend in the fitness game, is to be like slim thick, right? Especially for women, like small waist, thick thighs, big butt, big hips. So it's all about the gains right now. The trend isn't small and petite how it used to be. And it kind of sucks that, body types are viewed as a trend. They go in and out of style. It shouldn't be that way. It's our body. And we should always feel good about how we look in our bodies. But, society has this way of like putting their ideals and ideal beauty standards on us. And right now that air quote ideal beauty standard is to like be like strong and the gains, like it's no longer skinny. And this is why I believe a lot of people are inclined to using BCAA supplements for muscle gains, muscle growth. The BCAA leucine activates a certain pathway in the body that stimulates muscle protein synthesis, which is the process of making muscle. In one study, people who consumed a drink with 5.6 grams of BCAAs after their resistance workout had a 22% greater increase in muscle protein synthesis compared to those who consumed a placebo drink. That being said, this increase in muscle protein synthesis is approximately 50% less than what was observed in other studies where people consumed a whey protein shake containing a similar amount of BCAAs. Whey protein contains all the essential amino acids needed to build muscle. Therefore, while BCAAs can increase muscle protein synthesis, they can't do so maximally without the other essential amino acids, such as those found in whey protein or other complete protein sources. So to summarize, BCAAs, they play an important role in building muscle. However, your muscles require all the essential amino acids for the best results. So you can't just solely rely on BCAAs to help you get to the next level, to help you get to the next goal, to help you reach those muscle gains that you desire so much. You feel me? There's so much more to it than just drinking or taking a supplement and it magically, help you gain the results that you want. And that really goes for any supplement you take. This is kind of like a disclaimer I'm about to say right now. And this applies to supplements and vitamins across the board. They are merely there to help you fill a void in your diet. They're not there to magically help you lose that weight or help you gain a bigger butt. Nothing like that. They're merely there to help assist you in areas that you are lacking. So in my case, protein is an area that I need a little more assistance in, right? I myself am chasing those muscle gains. So I have a certain protein goal I try to hit each day. And sometimes it's like really hard for me to reach that goal because I'm constantly on the go. I commute a lot. I work a lot. And I sometimes just need an extra quick boost of protein throughout my day. And that's why I take protein powder. I drink a protein shake after my workout. And I also eat a protein cookie that's really filling but easy to take with me on the go, especially when I'm commuting about an hour to and from the podcast. So that's essentially the same thing with BCAAs or any other supplement that you decide to take. It's merely there to help fill a void, to help you pick up the slack in an area in your diet, all right? So don't expect wonders overnight with this supplement or with any supplement you take. And on that lovely note, we're going to come to a very brief break. And when we come back, I'm going to share with you guys more benefits of BCAAs.
Do you want to be healthier, yet you just don't know what to do? All these shows telling you this and that, but nothing seems to work. Well, listen close. Golden State Media Concepts has got something great for you. The Health and Wellness Podcast dedicated to workout trends, healthy eating habits, diet, and everything about healthy living. Join us in our banters as we help you not just live life to the fullest, but live it to the healthiest.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to GSMC Fitness Podcast. So we just reviewed the very first main benefit of BCAAs, and that is to help increase in muscle growth. The second benefit is that it assists in decreasing muscle soreness. Some research suggests BCAAs can help decrease muscle soreness after a workout. It's not uncommon to feel sore a day or two after a workout, especially if your exercise routine is new. This soreness is called delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS for short, which develops typically 12 to 24 hours after exercise and can last up to 72 hours. While the exact cause of DOMS is not clearly understood, researchers believe it's the result of tiny tears in the muscles after exercise, so like your muscle fibers. BCAAs have been shown to decrease muscle damage, which may help reduce the length and severity of DOMS. Several studies show that BCAAs decrease protein breakdown during exercise and decrease levels of creatine kinase, which is an indicator of muscle damage. In one study, people who supplemented with BCAAs before squat exercise experienced reduced DOMS and muscle fatigue compared to the placebo group. Therefore, supplementing with BCAAs, especially before exercise, may speed up recovery time. So all in all, supplementing with BCAAs may decrease muscle soreness by reducing damage in exercise muscles. And why may this be important? Why do people want to decrease muscle soreness, decrease their time feeling sore? You want a fast, speedy recovery for the muscle gains. Again, if you are too sore to work out, that's going to delay the results. That's going to delay the frequency in how much you stay active in the gym. And as a result, you won't be able to reach your muscle gain goals. And again, I'm specifically talking about muscle gains because that is really why people take BCAAs, is to increase in size, hypertrophy, muscle growth, okay? So part of muscle growth is not just lifting heavy, but it's also making sure your frequency is high. And what I mean by frequency is that you're working out multiple times during the week, working the same muscle groups multiple times a week. So for instance, I'm going to use the example of glutes because that's like the hype right now. If your main goal right now is to grow your glutes, not only do you need to eat in a calorie surplus, not only do you need to be lifting heavy and progressively overloading, not only do you need to be drinking water or getting enough sleep, but you also need to make sure you have a fast and speedy recovery so that way you are sore no more than a day and can get back to the gym in 2 days, right? If you are sore for more than 2 days after a workout, you probably went too hard in that workout exercise day, or you're not getting enough rest, you are not drinking enough water, you're not eating enough nutrient dense foods, proteins. All of that factors in to your delayed onset muscle soreness response, okay? So how BCAAs play a part in this is they help speed up the recovery, basically. So that way you're able to get back into the gym and keep up the frequency so that way you're able to chase and maintain those gains. Does that make sense, y'all? I hope it does. So again, that's the second one, another really popular incentive for people to be taking BCAA powders. The third benefit of BCAAs kind of goes hand in hand with what I just talked about. It reduces exercise fatigue. Just as BCAAs may help decrease muscle soreness from exercise, they may also help reduce exercise-induced fatigue. Everyone experiences fatigue and exhaustion from exercise at some point. How quickly you tire depends on several factors, including exercise intensity and duration, environmental conditions, and your nutrition and fitness level. Your muscles use BCAAs during exercise, causing levels in your blood to decrease. When blood levels of BCAAs decline, levels of the essential amino acid tryptophan in your brain increase. In your brain, tryptophan is converted to serotonin, which is a brain chemical that is thought to contribute to the development of fatigue during exercise. In 2 studies, participants who supplemented with BCAAs improved their mental focus during exercise, which is thought to result from the fatigue-reducing effect of BCAAs. However, this decrease in fatigue is unlikely to translate to improvement in exercise performance. So to summarize, BCAAs may be useful in decreasing exercise-induced fatigue, but they are unlikely to improve exercise performance. So in other words, BCAAs, again, will help you with that mental fatigue, speed up that fatigue, but it's not going to help you perform better. It's not going to help you jump higher, leap further, run faster. So it's not going to enhance your performance. It's just simply going to decrease that mental exercise-induced fatigue. Benefit number 4 of BCAAs. It prevents muscle wasting. Now, here's what I mean by that. BCAAs can help prevent muscle wasting or breakdown. Muscle proteins are constantly broken down and rebuilt, aka synthesized. The The balance between muscle protein breakdown and synthesis determines the amount of protein in muscle. Muscle wasting or breakdown occurs when protein breakdown exceeds muscle protein synthesis. Muscle wasting is a sign of malnutrition and occurs with chronic infections, cancer, periods of fasting, and as a natural part of the aging process. In humans, BCAAs account for 35% of the essential amino acids found in muscle proteins. They account for 40% of the total amino acids required by your body. Therefore, it's important that the BCAAs and other essential amino acids are replaced during times of muscle wasting to halt it or to slow its progression. Several studies support the use of BCAA supplements for inhibiting muscle protein breakdown. This may improve health outcomes and quality of living in certain populations, such as the elderly and those with wasting diseases like cancer. So again, taking BCAA supplements can prevent the breakdown of protein in certain populations with muscle wasting. So here's the fifth and final benefit that I'm going to share with you all in regards to taking BCAAs, and that is that it can help benefit people with liver disease. And here's how. BCAAs may improve health in people with cirrhosis, which is a chronic disease in which the liver does not function properly. It's estimated that 50% of people with cirrhosis will develop hepatic encephalopathy, which is a loss of brain function that occurs when the liver is unable to remove toxins from the blood. While certain sugars and antibiotics are the mainstays of treatment for hepatic encephalopathy, BCAAs may also benefit people suffering from the disease. One review of 16 studies, including 827 people with hepatic encephalopathy, found that taking BCAA supplements had a beneficial effect on the symptoms and signs of the disease, but had no effect on mortality. Liver cirrhosis is also a major risk factor for the development of hepatocellular carcinoma, which is the most common form of liver cancer, for which BCAA supplements may also be useful. Several studies have shown that taking BCAA supplements may offer protection against liver cancer in people with liver cirrhosis. As such, scientific authorities recommend these supplements as a nutritional intervention for liver disease to prevent complications. So all in all, BCAA supplements may improve the health outcomes of people with liver disease while also possibly protecting against liver cancer. So those are the 5 key points, the 5 main benefits as to why BCAAs are so popular amongst the fitness community and amongst fitness enthusiasts. So again, I'll quickly review those 5 science-backed, science-proven benefits of taking BCAAs. The first and most popular use is to increase muscle growth. The second, to decrease muscle soreness. Third, reduce exercise fatigue. 4, prevent muscle wasting. And 5, lastly, to benefit people with liver disease. So you guys, we're going to cut into a very brief break. When we come back, I'm going to share with you guys foods that are high in BCAAs.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to GSMC Fitness Podcast. We are now entering the final segment of today's show, and that is to discuss foods that are high in BCAAs. And to be honest, this is one of the main reasons why I stopped taking BCAAs. I loved the flavor, okay? So I would drink BCAAs intra-workout, meaning during my workout, and I loved the flavor. You know, it's nice to drink something other than water. You basically just mix a scoop of BCAAs in ice cold water, drink it during your workout. That's at least the one that I purchased, recommended for me to take. And it tasted great, but I didn't really see any like notable changes physically nor mentally. I didn't feel like it really did anything for me personally. And I also felt I was eating and consuming BCAAs through foods, which I believe that's really the main way, or that should be everyone's main goal when it comes to consuming all essential vitamins and minerals, is through your food. Instead of just taking supplements and like pills and pills and pills, like try first to consume those essential nutrients through food. And then whatever area you're lacking in, then take a supplement to fill that void. And that's kind of how I felt BCAAs wasn't really doing it for me. Like BCAAs are found in a lot of protein sources, which I'll get into right now. And I consume enough protein. So I'm like, it's not really doing anything for me. It's like I'm doubling up for what? Like I don't need this much BCAAs in my life, right? It's even found in my protein powder. So again, those are my personal reasons as to why I stopped taking BCAAs as far as purchasing it as a supplement. I don't really feel like it's needed, my personal opinion. But that's not to say that the benefits I just mentioned to you guys previously are dismissed. Like those benefits are still very true. But I think I'm not the ideal person to be purchasing this supplement, if that makes sense. Just wanted to clear the air as to my feelings towards BCAAs, all right? So, again, I just want to refresh you guys' minds on exactly what branch chain amino acids are and do. So BCAAs, there's some of the 20 amino acids that make up protein, right? And they are released into your body when protein is broken down. And each one serves its own purpose. BCAAs are particularly beneficial for muscle growth, which some sources include red meat and dairy products. So when creating a balanced diet, the notion of having to add amino acids to the list of essential vitamins and minerals may seem daunting, right? There's like so many essential nutrients and vitamins that we need to take into account. And it's like, great, BCAAs just adds another layer of unnecessary nutrient stress that we don't need. Fortunately, according to a study published in the December 2018 issue of Nutrients, these amino acids are actually found in any and all foods that contain protein. In fact, the average diet likely already provides enough BCAA sources, thanks to their presence in many staple foods that contain protein. Some of the most abundant sources include salmon, trout, sardines, poultry, turkey breast, and ground beef. If meat is not a product you usually consume or you're vegan, vegetarian, no worries. BCAA foods also include dairy products such as milk, yogurt, and cheese, eggs, beans, lentils, nuts, grains, and tofu. When it comes to meat, the leaner the better, right? I think a lot of us know this by now. Because leaner meats have a higher protein content than fattier cuts, such as ham, which I'm sure lots of ham will be on many of your guys' dinner tables next week during Thanksgiving. Similarly, low-fat dairy products are much better for protein intake than their fattier counterparts and are also more beneficial for health on the whole. While animal products usually contain all 20 of the essential amino acids, and plant-based products may not include this entire group, you don't have to eat meat to benefit from amino acids. As long as you eat a variety of plant-based products, your body will receive a sufficient amount of amino acids, including branched chain amino acids. So here's a quick tip for all of you. The recommended dietary allowance of protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. So to figure this number out, use an online protein calculator. Check the dietary information featured on food packaging for reassurance regarding your daily intake of vitamins and minerals. We all know protein is a hugely beneficial part of any diet. But because of its abundance in a variety of foods, it is rarely studied in any kind of detail. BCAAs are present in all protein foods, and these are great sources of protein that provide a myriad of health benefits. Protein provides energy as well as supporting your mood and cognitive function. Additionally, protein not only helps with muscle growth, but also helps build, maintain, and repair tissues, cells, and organs throughout your body. So it is integral to everyone, not just those who are bodybuilders or frequent exercisers. Branched-chain amino acids are particularly crucial in muscle growth because of their role in protein synthesis. However, when protein enters the body, it is broken down into 20 separate amino acids that all perform individual beneficial roles. The 3 amino acids that make up the branched-chain amino acids are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Leucine and isoleucine are especially beneficial to muscle strength and growth. But other amino acids also have important health functions. For example, the amino acid tryptophan aids in improved mood and reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety by helping release serotonin, which is a mood regulating hormone. Further benefits include maintenance of heart health, keeping the immune system strong, aiding the respiratory system's overall health, and increased speed of recovery following exercise. A high-protein diet is beneficial not only for its branched-chain amino acid content, but also for the many other amino acids absorbed following protein breakdown. So here's branched-chain amino acids explained in further detail. Again, BCAAs are a form of essential amino acid that play a key part in the metabolism of muscle proteins, which in turn can aid with muscle development and muscle growth. As mentioned, the 3 BCAAs are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Leucine in particular is vital to the stimulation of the molecular signaling process that leads to the synthesizing of muscle proteins. Protein synthesis is the biological process of how amino acids become protein. Isoleucine works in a very similar way. It is predominantly used in the healing of muscle tissue and increasing muscle endurance. So it is popular among bodybuilders and athletes looking to increase their muscle mass. In addition, isoleucine benefits energy production and helps the body restore itself following strenuous exercise, making it ideal for people who are very active. Valine is slightly different from its counterparts. There are various assumptions regarding the benefits of a supplementation, including treating malnutrition following drug addiction, but more research is needed to confirm these results. Valine is usually included in multivitamins alongside many other nutrients and should not be taken alone. Single supplementation of any amino acid can lead to an imbalance of nitrogen in the body, which can cause a reduction in the effectiveness of metabolism and force the kidneys to work harder. In children, single amino acid supplementation can stunt growth and cause difficulties as they age. So again, warning, disclaimer right now, people. The branched chain amino acid, valine specifically, should never be used as a supplement in pregnant women or during breastfeeding, because this can cause damage to the baby and can cause a whole bunch of other risk factors that we do not need nor want, right? So just need to throw that out. So you guys, that's basically it for today's episode. So again, wrapping up the key main points of BCAAs. They are essential amino acids that contain 3 out of the 20, which are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Each amino acid carries its own properties and contributes its own set of, goals essentially to the product. BCAAs are definitely helpful. They definitely contain some health benefits, but they are not needed. As long as you supplement and eat enough protein, it is found in those protein sources that you eat daily. So you're good in that department. All right. So you guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode here at the GSMC Fitness Podcast. I really hope you all enjoyed today's episode and found value into this discussion. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that stuff, because that tremendously helps the show. And I'll catch you guys here for the next one.
You've been listening to the GSMC Fitness Podcast, part of the GSMC Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcasts on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Play, and any app where you listen to podcasts. Just type in GSMC to find all of the shows from the GSMC Podcast Network. From movies to music, from sports to entertainment, from business news to weird news, we cover it all. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook and listen to these podcasts on YouTube. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's podcast.